Hello, this is Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Bregman of the Jewish Executive Learning Network, and in this clip, I want to speak about the question of being average, and I want to talk about this. Are you average? Okay? Now, a lot of people get nervous when you talk about this, but let's just call it like it is. Many people want to be successful, they want to pull off their goals, and they're not aware, they don't have the self-awareness to realize they're being held back by the fact that they're average, okay? The marketplace doesn't respond to you so well when you're average, or maybe it responds to you in an average way. Now, what do I mean by being average? First of all, being average is not necessarily a bad thing. I'll give you, two quick examples off the top of my head. I don't know if this is true, I'm making this up, but let's say I said to you, the average billionaire has $1.6 billion. Is there something wrong with having $1.6 billion? No, of course not. Nothing wrong with that, but he might be, that might be the average. So just because you're average for a certain category, it's not necessarily you're in a bad position. I don't know if it's true, I'm making it up again. Let's say I said the average basketball player in the NBA was 6'5.5". Is it true? I don't know. Maybe somebody knows, I don't care. My point is that, does that mean you're short? No. But you have to understand, you're 6'5", you are average for that. But taking those things aside, there's many areas in our life where we want to thrive, and we don't realize, because we're not maybe self-aware, how average we are, okay? So there's some people, they want to accomplish, they apply for a job, they go for this and that, and guess what? You're average, okay? Your grades are average, the school you went to is average, your personality is average, your work ethic is average, your hustle is average. You're average, so guess what you're going to get? An average response. You know what we're going to pay you? We're going to pay you average, okay? Nothing wrong with being average, but if you're an average, for example, NBA player, and you score 8 points a game with 2 rebounds, look, you must be exceptional compared to the average person walking in the street playing basketball. But you're average for the NBA, you're going to get an average NBA salary. You're not making Michael Jordan, LeBron James money, you're making average NBA money. You have to understand you're average. There's nothing wrong in many cases being average, but you better understand that if you are that, you have things to work on. The problem is when you're average, it's not necessarily a problem, but you have to be aware of it and have the awareness. You know what? I am average. I am average. And so if you at least have the awareness of it, you say, oh, I got to do things. I have to step up this and upgrade that, and I have things to fix. But if you're not aware that you're average, it's a problem. Because many people I know, whether it's in their dating lives, in their career, they walk around bitter, they blame this one and that one, and all that the economy is bad, and it's Obama's fault, and my mom's fault, and the gas prices are too high, and it's the hiring people's fault, and the HR department's fault, and it's everybody's fault. And they don't realize they're not getting the results they want, because what they're bringing to the table is average, okay? That's not a problem until you're not aware of it. If you're aware of it and you say, oh my gosh, I'm average. I know people who work in sales, and what do? They make 5 phone calls a day to people who might be customers, could become customers. You know what? You're average, and your salary's average, and your response rate is average. You just are average. So don't say, nobody's interested in my product. Hey, you're average, brother. You're average, that's all. That's what's going on over here. So it's very important to basically take a critical look at ourselves and understand, where do we excel, where do we not, and basically upgrade it. Because if you don't have that awareness, don't blame everyone and everything around you. It just may be you're not standing out. Because when you stand out, you pop off the page. Whether it's a resume, whether it's in a room or whatever else, you stand out and the world will respond to you. Anyway, this has been Rabbi Shlomo Zalman Bregman of the Jewish Executive Learning Network. I hope you enjoyed today's clip. If you'd like to get in touch with me directly, you could send me an email at director@jeln.org, and we will see you the next time. Thank you.